You're probably wondering, what is this magical rapid transformational therapy that can solve my problems in just one session? Now, while that's certainly possible, it's just not always the case. So in this video, I want to share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to rapid transformational therapy. And by the end of this video, you'll know if RTT is right for you. My name is Saint-Germaine, and I created the Living Narrative to help you quickly transform your story, because the story you tell becomes the life you live. And I'm on a mission to help you activate your gifts so that you can enjoy juicy, fulfilling relationships and live a healthy, inspired, and abundant life. Hit subscribe and hit the bell button so that you can be notified every time I post a video. So who am I to tell you anything about rapid transformational therapy anyways? I've been in the personal development world for more than 10 years. I did my first yoga teacher training about 13 years ago, and I've since trained in many different healing and consciousness expanding modalities. Everything from bioenergy healing to Kundalini and rapid transformational therapy. So I'm now an advanced hypnotherapist, and about 5 years ago I did the RTT training, and I have since helped hundreds of people quickly transform their story and change their life from the inside out. For example, my client Shaju, who was addicted to reading books and listening to podcasts and getting all of the information, just loved learning new things, but he was actually struggling to implement the things that he was learning. So he decided to join my Quantum Leap 3-month mentorship program. And what we discovered is that he was actually struggling with a little bit of imposter syndrome. And so we used RTT in Quantum Leap to get to the root cause of why he had these beliefs and why he was limiting and in some cases self-sabotaging his efforts to actually take action on the things that he wanted to do. And by getting to the root cause and clearing these patterns, he was able to get into action right away. He started to stick to a new workout routine, and his wife and even his colleagues started to notice that he seemed happier, more motivated, and he was definitely more energized. Now, he still reads a lot of books, but he actually takes action and implements the things that he's learning. And he's now working on projects that were once distant dreams, collecting dust on a shelf. So RTT has helped Shaju to transform his story. So let's get started. The good, the bad, and the ugly about rapid transformational therapy. Let's start with the good. If you look at some of the other videos on my channel, you'll see that I have plenty of videos sharing stories of my own personal journey with hypnosis and the stories and the transformations of some of my clients. So there's lots of stories for you to check out. So I'll summarize in this video just by saying that rapid transformational therapy is one of the most effective and efficient, I like to say, minimum effective dose modalities to help you get to the root cause of self-sabotage patterns. Whether that be emotional eating, procrastination, any kind of addiction like drinking or smoking, whether it's anxiety or even physical issues like IBS or rosacea, RTT is really powerful in its speed and its effectiveness to clear these patterns for good. I use RTT in Quantum Leap because it not only helps you get to the root cause of your patterns so that you can clear them, but it also has this amazing side effect where it actually removes these barriers and layers that prevent you from knowing who you are and what you want. Which means that after doing several sessions, you become very connected to your body, to your mind, and to your purpose in life. And this is what so often happens when people come to me for support after a heartbreak, or if they're wanting to lose weight or quit drinking. For those who are ready for a quantum leap and decide to join my private mentorship program so that they can dive deeper than healing just one issue, it's really exciting what happens. By the end of the 3 months, not only have they ended the destructive habits and the negative thinking patterns, but they actually have this deeper connection to their soul and their purpose in life. It creates this deep self-trust and this ability to make the right decisions for themselves so that they can manifest and create the things that they truly desire in life. As I mentioned, there's lots of great stories and videos on this channel of my own personal experience with hypnotherapy and some of the really great transformations that my clients have been through by changing the story that they tell themselves. Have you ever experienced a quantum leap in your life? And what was the catalyst? I'd love for you to share your story in the comments. I love reading the stories of change and transformation. A lot of times people go through really challenging experiences like an illness or a death or a car accident or something, a major event that ends up being a catalyst to a big change or transformation. But it doesn't always have to be that way if you have powerful support. But I'd love to know, what have you been through, or what has been the catalyst for a quantum leap in your life? Leave your story in the comments. I'd love to read it. All right, so I know what you're thinking. This all sounds so amazing. What could possibly be bad or ugly about rapid transformational therapy? Well, there's 3 things that I want to share with you that are some common misunderstandings, misconceptions, and challenges when it comes to RTT. And the first thing that I want to share with you is all about managing expectations. Marissa Peer is the creator of Rapid Transformational Therapy, and she's a really amazing woman and a really great teacher. And she's got some really great marketing materials. And it can sound like RTT is this magical cure-all. And I really want to manage expectations because while I have helped people quit smoking and totally quit drinking in one session, I've helped people end destructive habits in a single session. A lot of the times, it does take more than one session. The thing is, we're all different and we're all coming from different places. Some people have a lot of childhood trauma and some people have never done any personal development work before. Some people have been burned and have had a hard time receiving help from others. And some people have entire careers and toxic relationships built around their limiting beliefs. So it's really important to manage expectations of what it'll actually take to change your habits, change your belief systems, and end your self-sabotage patterns. Ultimately, it really comes down to what your goal is, where you're starting from, what results you'd like, and how quickly you'd like to get them. So if you want to end one habit or one specific issue, you might be able to do it in one session. But if it's something a little bit more complex, like an eating disorder, let's say, it could take 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 sessions. Now, issues like confidence, procrastination, self-love, and motivation, and trust have many more moving parts. That's why I created Quantum Leap, which is a 3-month program to go through layer by layer the limiting beliefs that prevent you from taking action in your life. The things that keep you going around in circles, the identities you've created to play small and keep yourself safe. So we use Rapid Transformational Therapy to remove the limiting beliefs that keep you from knowing who you are, what you want, and how to express that in the world. And then we combine it with powerful integrative coaching so that you can actually implement it along the way as you're reprogramming your beliefs and stepping into your new, more powerful and aligned self-identity. Combining RTT with integrative coaching is really powerful and effective because not only are you changing your mindset, but you're actually implementing the changes so that you can see tangible results in your life. And it's really common for people to have feedback from their loved ones and other people in their life saying, seems like something's changed, which is really cool. Now moving on to the next important thing to consider if you are exploring whether rapid transformational therapy is right for you. And that has to do with experience. You see, not all rapid transformational hypnotherapists are the same. Some of them might have just completed an online training. Others might have done the in-person training where there's a lot more hands-on training and experience. Some people are new graduates, others are advanced clinical hypnotherapists. So there's a wide range of backgrounds. And when you're deciding or talking to a potential person you'd like to work with, there's a few things that you want to ask them. First, you want to ask them when they actually completed their certificate and how long they've been practicing. You want to ask them what results they've actually gotten for their clients in the past and what other experience in life or other healing modalities do they have that would support your specific goals? The third thing that I want to share with you in this video has to do with personal responsibility. So I had a client, Heather, who came to me feeling a lack of joy in her life. She's been married 6 years, and although they weren't really fighting, they didn't have any problems, they just weren't really connected anymore. They were drifting apart. And so she came to me asking for help, and I suggested she take the quantum leap, and she did. And instead of working on their relationship, we worked on her relationship with herself. We first worked on letting go of the people-pleasing patterns that kept her focused on everyone else in her life. And as she started to deepen her connection with her body, she began to rediscover a passion and a pleasure for life. And she started to get inspired to work on creative projects that she hadn't worked on for a long time. And this really filled her life with more joy that she brought into her marriage and into her work. And then one day she sent me this email that I want to read to you. Soul, can you please help my husband? He really needs your help. He comes home every day stressed about work and money. He notices how happy I've been lately, so I thought I'd mention your name, and I asked him if he would talk to you. But even though I've mentioned it twice, he keeps brushing it off. Can you help him? The short answer is no. It's very unlikely that he actually wants any help. And a lot of people come to me, especially women, they go, oh my gosh, our work together was so powerful. I tell everybody about it. I tell my mom, my sister, my husband, to all of my friends. Everybody needs to know about you. But here's where it gets ugly, because the truth is, most people don't want to change. Most people are afraid of the discomfort that comes with facing the truth. And a lot of people decide to distract, to numb, and to hide behind being busy. And here's why. You see, your limiting beliefs keep you going around dealing with the same challenges, the same thought patterns that keep looping around, so that you are staying with the same familiar challenges. And this is actually a survival function. Your mind thinks it's keeping you safe. You dealing with the same familiar problem over and over again is more predictable and safer than you getting to a new level and being exposed to new information that your mind has to then analyze and figure out, okay, what is the environment here? What are we dealing with? And to your mind, it's safer to just deal with the same pain than the pain of new challenge and new growth. So when you remove the limiting beliefs, you actually start to see the truth of your power to create the life that you truly want, which requires you to actually take new action and to use this newfound power. And the truth is, some people are just afraid of that power. So if somebody doesn't intrinsically want to help themselves and take new action, then it doesn't really matter. You can't help them. And neither can RTT. The bottom line is, you can only do the work yourself. I can help you if you want it. I can help you quickly change your story, but I can't help your husband that doesn't want to change, or your mom, or your sister. And quite frankly, you can't either. So you might as well refocus your energy where you can actually make a difference. And that starts with the relationship that you have with yourself. And quite honestly, this is the best way to influence the people in your life that you love most. If you'd like to learn more about how RTT actually works, I'll share that video in just a second. And if you feel ready for a quantum leap, then you can go to thelivingnarrative.com or click the link in the description to schedule a free life direction session, which will help you to figure out where you're at now, where you'd like to be, and what's been holding you back. And it's also a great opportunity to see if it would be a great fit to work together. And if you don't feel ready for a quantum leap just yet, you can still go to thelivingnarrative.com, where I have a lot of great free resources to help you change your story. All of the links are in the description. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Check out this video if you'd like to learn about how RTT actually works, and check out this video if you'd like to hear first podcast episode where I share my personal story, how I went from codependency, anxiety, and control issues to absolutely loving my life. Subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified every time I post a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.